Yo. Why the fuck niggas think they got to go report to another nigga about me? Alright, look, you know what, nigga? Go tell him. Go tell whoever you think is in control of me, nigga. Huh? Drag dash. Go tell him, nigga. Yeah.
Drag to the motherfucking ass, they don't want no problems with them.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, fallen angels. You guys are the angels. You've fallen into my channel, so you're here with me. Today I got a Bozo Chronicle, and I don't want to say it was me, because I just made out like a bandit on it and did nothing. So, I don't know. I'll just tell you the story, and you can decide if I was the Bozo or the lemon squeeze was the Bozo. Who knows? But I dated this girl back in 2007. Her name was Jessica. She was a cunt. She got me arrested, and she had a friend, Dominic, and I thought that they were a couple at first. First night I hung out because MySpace was still around, and that's how we hooked up. You know, she's like, just come to my house and we'll hang out. And I had a street bike from another girl, and that was let me use the street bike that because her ex had it, and we got it back, and it was mine at the moment. So I went to meet her, couldn't find it. I was drunk already. Went back all the way home, hit her up, found out she'll wait. I was on the right street, right by the house, but she'll sit on the car. I didn't get it. I pulled up. She was sitting on the hood like a MTV 80s fucking rock thing. But there was a guy, a third wheel there, Dominic, and I didn't want to be disrespectful and hit on her because that's the only reason why I was there. I wanted to get pussy, or at least have it set up so where I come over tomorrow and I get pussy, one or the other. Or if it's a no-go, then I know not to come back. So I asked, yo, you guys, let me ask you, because I was supplying the weed, they were supplying the alcohol. And I was like, let me ask you guys a couple at any chance? Because I don't want to step on any toes, you know, because I'm here obviously looking to do my thing and, you know, hopefully hook up if things click off, if we hit it off. And she laughed at him and said, no. So I just left it at that. And, you know, obviously hooked up with her, got her with her, blah, 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 blah. But she kept me away from him because she said he was obsessed with her. Like, wanted to smell her farts. That's how obsessed. And she would do anything that she wanted. And she knew I was a fighter. She knew how I was. So she kept me away from him and stuff like that. And she said he didn't like me because he was jealous that I had her, blah, 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 blah. So that's how we left the relationship. And come 2025, that was from 2007, 2025, I get a message roughly when I was in Medford from him. So I was 2024, a long time later, of him basically saying, there's suka in his tanka. He's a homosexual. He's not a she, he's a he, but he likes a he in his mouth also. You know what I mean? He's not a they, he's not a androgynous, Ken and Barbie. He's a he, but likes he in his mouth. The he in this situation, me, he let it be obvious when we were in Medford. I let him know, yo, you're fucking my head up because my reality was the exact opposite. I did not know that that's the truth, because Jessica tells me one thing and you're telling me you're looking for a bologna sandwich, you know, a cock meat sandwich or something like that, you know. And he's just like, yeah, that's just the way it is. And he kept hitting sent money a few times, and I kept like telling him, "Yo, you're barking up the wrong tree." I just got my girl. After finally getting into that bachelor pad, my girl's here, so she knows though. Like I say, I was getting with a ton of girls. Before her. Once I got with her, everybody got cut off. And they wouldn't stop trying to make my life miserable. She is very aware. Even still to this day, I still get people that are females and males. Him, you'll know this is the story. But females saying, "Oh, you're so hot, cute, sexy," wanting to be around me. Like, look at me. W. I'm nothing special. I may not be a dog biscuit, but I'm nothing special. My girl says it's everything put together. She says I am something special. That the way I look is amazing. And I say I get pussy with my father's features. That's about it. And then she's like, it's the way you talk, which I don't hear it, but they were telling me even in prison that I sound like an Italian from Brooklyn. I'm an Italian from Long Island. I sound like a Long Islander, just like all you guys from Long Island. She says I sound nothing like my parents, nothing like my entire family. And she's like, the way I talk, I could just change people. I can make things happen. And she's right about that. But there's another reason. I entice certain emotions and certain chemical reactions. I understand how to do certain things and blah 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 blah. I won't give away all my secrets, but she's kind of right about that. But I don't think I got that voice that is something special. She's like, it's a demanding voice. She's like, I see you. You say something to somebody, black, white, Spanish, don't matter. Like, they listen. Don't matter if they're older, bigger, they listen. I was like, because real recognize real. I know it's cliche, but real recognize real. Like, I'm just a real nigga. If I fight, I don't mind losing. I'll get rack up. No pride loss. Still chill at the party if I'm at a party. And you try it again, cross the line, we going at it again. I don't care. Don't let me win that time, though. But let me move on. So we stopped talking, me and him. For whatever reason. Lack of interest for me, but whatever reason from him. Probably because he knew he wasn't going. He had no chance. Fast forward to, I don't know if we were in the streets still. We might have been still in the street. Or it was like close to coming to when I moved to Amityville, the shelter. But he hit me up and just started giving me money. And it was when we were in the street. He first sent me out of the blue $80 Venmo. And I don't use Venmo. I don't use that shit for nothing. I had a Venmo card. I don't even know if I still do. It was just a pain in the ass. I wound up pushing it off to somebody else to get the money. But I told him, I said, don't do that no more, please, man. I don't fuck with Venmo, you know what I mean? I use my Chime, PayPal, but Chime, you know what I mean? Like that's the way I do it, And I was like, you could do it through PayPal, Facebook Messenger, you know what I mean? And I have the Messenger to a bank account, and just directly goes right in there. So that's what we were doing while I was in the street. We kept doing it like that, and he would give me money a lot of times. A lot of times. Like 40, and he kept saying shit like, yo, I love helping you. Of course I was being nice too, because I'm not stupid. If you're acting like you're owed that ain't gonna keep coming. Or if you're acting like that shit don't mean nothing to you, shit ain't gonna keep coming. You tell them, you let them know how appreciative you are of it, blah, 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 blah. And his stupid ass would, sometimes when he gets drunk, he's one of those angry drunks, and a stupid drunk. And he does pills too, but I'm not gonna put all this shit out there. I'm not here for that, so don't worry. But but his name's Dominic Petracco. I will say that, because you'll see all the messages. I don't know what side they're on, but my girl just putting all the key messages, because I keep texts. I have texts for over a year of certain people that if I need it for stuff that I'm handling, I can pull it out. It's proof in the pudding. Because anything could be said about me, and I got no plausible deniability. It's believable. The shit I say about myself on YouTube, anything that someone says, if it's not worse than that, just a little bit above, like, better, like not as bad, it's believed. You know what I mean? I got nothing, but I got proof in the pudding. Like, you can't deny it. So, he would sometimes leave me texts. I'd wake up to, I love you. I love you so much. I love you more than anything. Some shit like a guy would trying to serenade a girl, and then he'd be because I would sleep. He'd be apologizing after. I guess when he knew he did some sex chatting, drunk chat, and apologized for him because I told him, I said, don't you ever get out of line with me. I said, I'll give you, just because we know each other, a warning. There won't be a second warning. There'll just be a punch in the mouth. That's all. Don't cross the line with me. That's all I ask. You got a fucking friend. I'm not fucking weirded out by being around homosexuals. It's in my family. You know what I mean? Like, I was born. It doesn't matter. As long as you ain't violating me, it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? And you're helping me, so I don't mind hanging out. Just be normal. My fiance's gonna be with me at all times, but just be normal and we cool, man. Don't even think about it, because I'm not gonna be thinking about it. So, so that kept going on for a little bit, but then we got brought into Amityville shelter, and he started sending a lot of money, like 100, 80. I mean, and multiple times in the same day. I think she's gonna have it. I don't know what side it's gonna be on, or above my head, or left or right, but you'll see like how many times he's left money and stuff, and how much he's left. And he would just say stupid stuff like, I get off by giving you money. And he's crossed the line a few times, but I talked to my fiance about it, and we allowed it just because we want that choo-choo train, that money train to keep coming, instead of me punching him in his face because he didn't violate. That's what I mean, but he crossed the line a bit, like saying he would do anything just to have my dick in his mouth, basically. I don't want, however he said it, to have your meat in my mouth, your whatever. Just basically that. And then he'd apologize instantly. Sorry if I crossed the line. Sorry. I didn't mean it, man. You don't know what I feel about you. He's acting like a girl, like that's obsessed with me, that I'm Brad Pitt, and it's a 12-year-old, a preteen, that's obsessed with Brad Pitt, that won a certificate to have a one-on-one, hour-long interview with him. Like, that's how he acted about me. Like, who the fuck are you? No, who the fuck am I? Like, I'm not that good. You know what I mean? Like, I say that and I cause all these problems with women and guys. You've seen it. Guys love me. I guess fucking paint throws them off. But it's gangster behind this pink, believe that. But I'm not here for that. Yeah, but when I lived in Amityville, I'm going to blow my nose, so excuse me. When I lived in Amityville, he wanted to send me the money in person. And he was complaining about his driving. Baby, let me get that. The smoky. He complaining about, like, he said he didn't have a driver's license or something like that, or he had tickets he owed. Some shit. And he paid rent. Because I was trying to find out what's up. If you're paying rent, like, let us move in. We're in the street. And he's like, my cousin sleeps on the couch. When I get rid of him, you can't. He lies. That's what he does. He lies. I don't know what his situation was. I don't know if his license even was fucked up. But he knew how violent I was. I don't know if he thought I was always setting him up to hurt him, like physically hurt him. I don't know. I don't know because I didn't have enough interactions personally with him because I'm not fucking gay, you know, to figure him out, to know what was really going on in his mind. But the one time he wanted to give me money, I told him, drive up to Amityville train station. We'll take your whip. I'll drive it if you want me to drive from that point on until you get back to the Amityville train station to drop us off so I can take the bus back right to in front of my shelter. I'll drive us everywhere. You know, so if anybody's getting a ticket or locked up, you know, there's no bail. If anybody's getting a ticket, summons, it'll be me. Or if you want to, because it's your whip, then drive. You're going to be fine. You're going to be quite all right. I've been driving my whole life without an ID, without a license, not an ID, without a license. And I did all right. Still doing all right. But, so he did that. He came up and he brought me a brand new unopened bottle of Tom Ford cologne. Thank you. Plus the money, but not the cash. He put it the same way through the Facebook Messenger. He just wanted to see me, and I said it was fine. You know, that was the least I could do. Let the guy see me. At least, you know, it probably gives him hopeful, wishful thinking. He's seeing me. I know his fiance is always around, and he loves women, and she's hot. Maybe there's that small chance I could bring him to the dark side. Yeah, I don't know, but I played along because that money was good. We needed it. I wasn't getting my disability at that time. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so we went to McDonald's and stuff like that, and we hang out, you know, for like an hour. It was on me, you know, cause he was paying me money. He bought me Tom Ford cologne. I think it was $180. I bought the McDonald's. He didn't order that much, but so I talked to him. I talked to him like a friend, like a normal dude, and he liked it. He enjoyed it, and he just kept holding back. He wanted to say so many perverted, nasty shit you'd say to a girl if you're a guy, or shit you'd say to a guy if you're a girl, or shit you'd say to another guy if both you guys were hockey stick sword fighters, or two girls were scissor ball lack of players, you know, those things. And he would have to hold back because he knows now with face to face, I'm gonna knock you out if you get out of line, especially in front of my fiance, because you're violating her, because that's my girl, you know what I mean? So, you know, so we went through that, and you'll see the text. Like, I won't send you everything because it's a lot of text I saved. I saved it all because blackmail. If he ever did me dirty, blackmail him. Because he says, I don't think so. I don't know how he could pull it off. He's in the closet. He's only 1% gay and 99% straight. I think he's got it backwards. My girl thinks he's got it way off, way backwards too. Because the amount of times, the shit he's asked me, I'll get to it. And, you know, he went home, we took the bus back, blah, blah, blah. Kept sending us money, and we wound up coming here, you know, where I live now, in Ridge, and, you know, shelter too. And I'm really close. I'm approved. So is Natasha. We're on a waiting list for the spa housing. So it's a good thing. So we'll be out of here probably soon. But yeah, when we got here, he kept sending me money. I'd sometimes just wake up and there'd be like 1640, you know, 2 times during my 8 hours of sleep, you know, that he's giving me money. And I'll just give it random times. It wouldn't warn me. It would just be bring, like a notification that more money went in, you know, like, oh. And of course, yes, I would always be polite and nice. That's what a smart individual would do. An ignorant individual would act like, yeah, I get that money. That money, I'm going to blow that on snatch because I got it like that. No, you're not going to get much more. You want the person to feel that what he's doing is making it, a change in your life for the better. So that's the script I went by, you know. That's the actor I played. I was Brad Pitt or Denzel Washington, whoever the fuck. That's who I played. I said, yo, you don't realize how much you helped me. That money's gonna help me with bills. We've been so fucked up. Come on, man. But hey, I say that and it made him feel good. So we both made something out of it. He got to pay me. I got a lot of money, and he got endorphins, dopamine, all those brain chemicals flushing and running through his head. And him closing his eyes, he's probably fucking touching himself, talking to me on the phone. I don't even know. That's how sick I think he is. But because you'll see the end the last text if it hasn't passed already. What made me respond with my last text if I blocked him. Another time I met him when I was here, and we did the same thing, McDonald's, and he was fucked up. On I might have had him pick us up actually from the pharmacy, whatever. I was with him, and he was fucked up. I kept telling him, let me fucking drive. You're gonna get us pulled over. You are gonna get us pulled over. And I got all my meds on me. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was meds. And I have narcotics. You know, yes, it's all my name. Yes, it's all, you know, correct and shit. But they're gonna fuck with us. And you're the one who's the asshole driving like a dick. Badly driving. Driving like, he doesn't do crack, but driving like he was on his 5th straight day of doing bell ringing crack hits. At the red light, he would start to slow down almost a quarter mile before the red light. He would start to slow down a lot. And cars behind him would be like, what is this asshole doing? Red light's way up there. And he's still slowing down, and it turns green. And, you know, he was just doing shit like that. He was just looking with his steering wheel up to his chest, looking, like he was geeked out. I don't know what he was on. I don't want to put his personal shit out there, but I think it was focusing pills, a lot of them. So that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. And he likes to drink, so he might have been doing that too. Smoke weed, does that too. He could have been on anything, I don't know. But he was gone. He was pissing me the fuck off because I had a curfew I had to make, and he was gonna be late. I almost kicked him out of his own car and told him, I'm either putting my hands on you or I'm driving right now because I need to make it home on time. But I got the stupid fucking motherfucker get us home on time. And I think I seen him one time in person after that. Might have been after I had a visit with my son, Damon. We were at Smith Haven Mall, going back to the house, and I had him pick us up, bring us back, and we hung out at the hospital. I mean, the McDonald's. And he gave me a brand new pair, my size, brand new pair of Nike Air Max. I looked them up there. They were like $1 $1.50, $60, or whatever. And both of those gifts, I didn't do nothing with because I will keep the money gifts, yes. And if he gave me something that I really wanted, yes, like Oculus 3, because I'm probably going to buy myself that. All my girls going to buy for me, like any week now. But I got another Christmas gift. Like if you gave me that, or a laptop, or something like that, a car, you know, yeah, I'm taking it, I'm holding down. I've cloned for days. Riff Raff probably has nothing on me. And you can even see my watch game and my glasses game, all those rows. And my necklaces, I have like 500, you know, accessories I'm fine with. And my favorite clone, I don't give a fuck, it's still Juke. And I still wear it to this day, you know. And you know, I gave the Tom Ford cologne to a crack dealer. Wanted some crack, and I figured, you take this, can I have some crack? No, I gave it to some fucking guy in Amityville. You know, I talked to people. I just wanted to get familiar with my environment. I'm sure he was a crack dealer, some sort of dealer. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying, he was on the street, and I just fucking started chopping it up. And I said, yo. After I had a good talk with him, and we talked for a little while, like switched numbers and bullshitting at the corner by the stores a couple times. But I offered him that, and I said, there's some homo gave it to me. You're more than welcome to it. It's $1.80. I like my colognes. I ain't wearing some fucking guy's cologne, that wants my dick in his mouth or wants his tongue up my ass so he can just smell me. I don't ever want to smell Tom Ford. And see what that says, man. And so I gave it to him, and the shoes, I gave it here to staff to give it to anybody, or them if they wanted it, or their kid, or their nephew, whoever they wanted to, or just a needier person. Because my shoe game, I'm not trying to flex, is up there. I had to return to storage because I have my shoes lined all around my floor. All my 5950 hats it was too much. I had my Jordan ones, the $450 ones. I had the I don't know if they were Dunks or the Uptowns, but the Air Force Ones, the black and pinks, $250 ones. I had to give them all back. All the ones I kept, I think, were like my polo shoes, because I was still wearing shorts at the time. They're going back because I'm not going to wear shorts. But, but this guy started getting a little ballsy. I wouldn't talk to him because he ain't a girl. He ain't my girl. Like, I ain't worrying about him. I don't even think about him until he sends me money. You know what I mean? So I didn't hear from him a while, but a couple times he got a little, like, I know he gets, I'll get it, we usually go to sleep early, I get up early, and once in a while, if I'm smoking crack, I'll stay up all night, you know what I mean? But, I usually sometimes we'll get a text like at 1:30 in the morning from him, saying something halfway edgy, if you get what I'm saying. And then a couple more drinks or shots in him, then he'll say something stupid, like, I love you so much, I can't get you off my mind, you're the best thing that has ever happened. Like, you'll see some of these texts, like, if she gets them all, you'll know what I mean. But she might, just for time's sake and you reading and listening, she might cut a lot of them out. But and then he would have like a stupid where it's right at the line where I'm taking offense to that, you know what I mean? And before I wake up, it's apologies, admitting, oh, I got drunk, I'm so sorry, I know not to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I told my girl, I said, I'm getting sick of this motherfucker, he's not worth nothing to us. I cut off everybody else I know. I don't talk to nobody. You guys, this channel is the only people I talk to, and my girl, my kid, blah, blah, blah. But no guy friends. I don't have any friends, They're good associates, or old friends, old friends. Definitely, if you guys are from my Facebook, old friends, I do have old friends. But you guys have your life, I have my life, blah, blah, blah. But he started to ask me if he gave me a lot of money, would I give him a picture of my dick? I should have cracked him right in his face the first time he asked me that. But I didn't. I'm not going to lie to him. I'm not going to try to act tougher than I was. I didn't. A little of the reason is my fiance seen me fucking run at 8 people, and they all folded, and they didn't want to fight. When it comes down to it, this is one thing, this is another thing, you know what I mean? And I like doing that, whether I win or lose. I enjoy it and get high. So I was like, let me not do it, because I don't need it to turn into a hate crime, because he's gay and I'm not, and I hit him because he wanted a picture of my dick, and then turning it into a hate crime, which they probably couldn't have, I don't know, but I didn't want that, and I'm dealing with courts right now anyway too. I don't need that in my life. That's why it's good that I'm cutting him out of my life. I cut him out of my life. But he asked me a couple times, and I told him, I said, yo, you listen, I keep telling you, stop. You're starting to fucking violate. You're barking up the wrong tree. But then me and my fiance talked, and it wasn't her idea, it was my idea. She don't think like this. But I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get that motherfucker. He ain't gonna send us no more money, but I'm gonna get one more nice amount from him. Because I'm sick and tired of this faggot. Because if you're homosexual, it's no problem. I have no problem. It's in my family. These are derogatory words to people who act a certain way. They're acting in the closet, but not around you. Acting like they'll respect your boundaries, but don't. You know, that's what those words mean. It has nothing to do with anybody's orientation. Because, like I said, it's in my direct family, so it's not that. But I said, I'm gonna show him a picture. I'm gonna tell him I'll give him the picture he's asked for. He ain't getting it until I get $200. Let's see how long it takes him to give me my 200. And he don't get it with 199. It has to be 200. So I told him that. Of course, he probably creamed himself, probably jerked off 10 times to that answer. And he sent me the fucking 200. It was two payments the first day, and then the next day was $150. So I think I got 165 all together for. I mean, 205 or 210, something. Just see it. You know, you can add it up. And the day I was supposed to give it to him, because I was like, I could do a Sora picture, or I got this app on my phone. It's not an app; it's a website, and any picture, doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter if I took it off a commercial on TV or someone on the bus. I feed that picture into it and say what I want it to do, and it doesn't. I tell it I want it to take off all of its clothes and show me its entire nude body and spread their cheeks wide, and that's what happens. You know, so I have that fucking site. I forgot how I found it, but I think I found it when I made my own website, my own app. But I was gonna send him like a Sora, you know, thing, because of course there wouldn't be no tattoos. You know, it would be like a sheet and gloves on, because I wasn't gonna show him nothing. That was my first plan. I was just gonna give him another thing, like a bait and switch, like sleight of the hand, so I could still get money from him. Because I kept my word after getting $200 for that. Give me more money and I'll give you this. You know what I mean? I can soar the hell out of him. That shit looks real. But I decided not to do it. You know, I told them the day that I was supposed to give it to him, I said, yo, I'm dealing with some shit right now in my house. You know, and I'm ready to fight some staff. You know, so really, it's no good right now. And I got you tomorrow. My word is my word. Promise, promise. Don't even worry about it. I got you tomorrow. But I'm putting my phone down for the night. So that's it. The phone's going away for the night. I'm dealing with this. And of course, he texted me twice a little bit later. Well, you said out of your mouth you're going to put your hands on somebody? Is that a question or a statement, you dumb fuck? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he asked some other shit. You want me to stop by and drop you off something to help you out? Like, what do you drop me off? Some fucking, a dildo? Lube? Like, what do you think you could do that my girl can't do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think that you could do that I want you to do for me, other than give me fucking your money? You know, like, that pissed me off. And then, in the morning, before I was giving up, in the morning he had wrote, I'll come over Sunday with, I forgot, you'll see it on text, with this girly, you know, and, you know, maybe she'll get along with your fiance, Natasha. That'd be real cool, blah, 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 we'll hang out. And then that was at, the times are going to be fucked up, but that was at, like, not a super bad time. And then all of a sudden it came to, he started to drink, obviously, and he says, yeah, I used to go to Girlie's house and take her toothbrush, and they changed it mid fucking story. That's how drunk he was. And he said I used to push it in my asshole and rub it around like a motherfucker. He worded it his way, you'll see it. And leave it there, and you brushed your teeth with it 100 times. So how does my asshole taste? Out of fucking nowhere. Like, first of all, you said you did it to your friend. Now, I live at your friend's house, and you're there, and you touch my tooth. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're that delusional. Go tell Lazy you're trying to get into Delulu College. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. And so I hit him up with the last text. You guys will see it. My last bit of text. I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't want to give him, oh, fuck you, nigga. Like, we could do this whenever. Nah, I don't do that. You know, I talk with these. You know, that's it. I ever seen him, you know. It ain't that deep what he did, because I made about $1,000 off him. Those 2 items that costed a lot of money, you know, got rides when I needed it, you know. I was getting it from him. And he's just a bitter bitch, you know, like my girl knows. Like, girls that I turn down, even when I do it nicely, they're bitter bitches. Like, they try to ruin my life because they fucking all talk about me and what I can do, what I'm gifted at doing, what I enjoy doing. Brown town, and shit like that. And he's acting like that. And I told him, you're acting real feminine. You're acting like you're a bitch. You're acting like we together or something. And you're acting like a fucking faggot. And I said, it's not the imitation, it's the way of the act. You know, when I was young, we used to call each other faggot and retards. You're not supposed to now, but I'm explaining myself. And I told him, I said, listen, I never said nothing bad about you, and I'm not about to now, because bitches use their mouth, men use their hands, like I always say, you know. And you were obviously the bitch, you know. And if you felt this way, I think you were just drunk. But if these were your deep, darkest feelings, you shouldn't be giving me all this money. You shouldn't be sexually even attracted to me, you know. But you got played. Like, you were never getting the picture of me. Never. Like, it was explained to you multiple times, so you get it clear. Multiple times. My girl's a definite big witness. And he couldn't understand that, you know. Like, I let him just dig his own hole. I gave him enough rope to hang himself. So my last bit was $200, a little over 200. I know I'll never get any more. I blocked him from the social media apps. That he's probably making new accounts to harass me, to like send lies out, or saw some interaction with me and him or something. I don't know. I don't fucking care. I really don't care. I really don't care. You know, I know I made out. I made out with the money. And I really appreciate every dollar you gave me. And I'm sorry you can't have my meat in your mouth. I am so sorry. But I don't know if my girl is able to do it. She said she could. I didn't edit this yet, but he wanted to be a cuck. That's when we first talked to him in Medford. He wanted to be a cuck. That's when he explained to me everything, you know, when my reality got reversed. He showed me his girl. Like, she was down. She wanted it. No breast. My girl's right here. I love her to death. She's the best looking girl, period. But this girl was alright looking. You know what I mean? She was alright looking. She was thin-ish, so, you know, had tits and shit, blah, blah, blah. And he wanted me to fuck her. She was down. He would give me $100 for it, as long as he could sit down and stare at us fucking. First of all, I'm with my fiance. Like, it's not happening. I don't need pussy. I can get it from anybody I want. And I want it from my fiance, and that's all I want it from. Second of all, your $100, man, shit. I was spending money like money was going out of style then. So, but yeah, that's what he is, you know. So if he's not out of the closet, I open the door. He's gay, homosexual. He gets with women so he can keep up a front to make it guys that he talks to not think he's homosexual. So Dominic Petracco. So if any of you Facebookers know him, I showed my receipts, you know what I mean? Like, my receipts are fucking there. He's a homo, you know, and that's the Bozo Chronicle. It went a while. I hope I satisfied a few of you. I was very satisfied with the money, but not satisfied with that dumbass's fucking crackerjack mouth, you know? But, you know, you guys will see me again. I always keep coming back. Can't get rid of me. Hope my angels have a good day, and you will see me again.